Holy smokes, we have finally gone live. You know, I'm Alexander23, and this is my special guest, of course, my wife, Mary. And, I've been really talking about this for a long time and hoping that, I could finally do this. I've been wanting to do this for the longest time. Y'all have no idea. Everybody that knows me, as the AFOL, they've all known that I have talked about it and talked about it and talked. I probably talked y'all to death, but
finally get to do it.
Yep. And what better thing than to do it with? Dun, 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 dun. I think I've had this since like April or so. I can't even remember. But yeah, we're gonna build the Lego medieval blacksmith. Now, we will not build the entire thing on the first episode. I wish I had Superman's speed, but we're not going to go to that extreme. But I'm really excited about this. As we're going to work on this build, I'm going to sit and talk about myself and, talk about all the AFOLs and everybody that, introduced me into the whole Lego community and got me inspired into doing everything I do every day. And I'm really, really looking forward to this actual show. It's the first one, so I'm super psyched. As I told my wife, if nobody watches, the beginning, or during the live, it's fine. That's cool. But, we're going to get this shindig going. So, ruffle. I know I'm probably killing the viewers before they even view. Oh, look at that. I was just thinking how I need a blue clicky. And look what the Lego does for me. Then you get out of my head.
Is that like the one to do for him?
No, like the one he tore up was actually a green one. It shows somebody's in the lot. Is it you?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. At least you're able to talk and maintain with what's going on. Okay. So, let me find the manual. It's probably buried very, very deep in this thing. Oh, look. They got this sucker shrink wrap. How you know it's serious. Well, it's black box style, so it's a nice wrap. I'm so glad that the manual is not in black.
You want these over here?
Yeah. I probably would quit them and no. But the part is, it's really informative information about like the set builder and the designers, and it's really amazing. Like getting to read the whole book.
I wonder if the microphone's working good.
It should be, yeah. Because look, see the little thing right there, blipping and going. And I know if you click your sound, it'll show that we're talking or going. See?
Okay.
Yep. Oh.
That's a difficult.
Bag one, we already losing pieces, y'all.
Not losing, just dropping.
Yeah. At least we don't have a Logan.
What, Zeus?
Oh, don't say his name.
Yeah, where does he at anyway?
But no, we have our own little dog. He's a little Pomeranian. His name is Zeus. He's a rescue that we actually got. Feels like an eternity ago. Okay. I had a feeling they were going to do this to me.
Oh, they're just telling you which bags you need to.
So to build the first section, you need bags 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then that one, and then that one. First one, I'm going to need the big base plate. So I'm going to go look for the base plate, because I know they're going to put it separate, because they wouldn't waste. I can't see them waiting. Oh my God, they did. Lego, y'all.
You need that one too.
I apologize. That's what I get talking that smack. talking warlocking it up. All right. So, what? They give you 3? All right. So for starters, it's already amazing. So we're gonna need one of these and one of these, and so what are we gonna name our blacksmith?
Oh, look at the doggy.
There's the beard parts. Look, they even give you a spear. Oh, yes, they give you a spear beard. They're awesome. Because I can imagine how many people lose the beard. Gotta fear the beard, y'all. I don't know. I got a goatee going back out. I've debated about keeping it, but it just I never can keep the commitment. Always up failing.
There's this ball knife. Right there.
What? Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Come on, doggy. Oh, he comes with a little axe. What an axe? A hammer.
Yeah. Blacksmith hammer. Apparently Maisie's found a spot. So yeah, I got like 2 cats parked on both sides of the computer right now, chillaxing while we're doing this.
Maisie likes crinkly stuff.
Oh yeah, Maisie's all into the crinkles. It's funny because like most cats freak out and run in terror, and he's just like, huh. Yes. It's always so weird how they're like, step 1, do 12 things. Step 2, well, I guess it's because this is like a Cadillac set, as I would call it. What's a semi-Cadillac? Because, it's $150. Well, if you need to pay that much for it, because, there are people that do have the VIP points. I saved mine up for a long time. Thank you. Oh, there's the piece I was looking for. Yeah, this is about something on Nolan.
Little brick pieces. Oh.
We're just over here in Nolan right now. So, I guess I'll start and talk about myself a little bit as an AFOL. So, when it all began in the beginning, a long time ago in a faraway galaxy. So back in like 2016, when my wife and me first met, when we first started dating, her and her family, ended up for Christmas, they got me like this big, giant, one of those giant, like 2,000-3,000 piece sets of just random, like, I think it was like one of those creative boxes where it's all kinds of gobbledygook. And, we ended up having a, we went from that to, the Ninjago, Dragon to, then after that was when I finally got to see Lego Masters Season 1. I ain't gonna lie, I know people take a deep sigh when they hear that. They're like, it's another one. But no, I was one of those people that when I got to see Lego Masters Season 1, y'all as Lego Masters inspired me. Y'all pulled me from the dark ages. Because you can ask my wife right here. I know I've told the story probably like a jillion times now, but I would ran up those stairs so hard and I face planted about halfway up the steps, and I didn't even care because I was so excited. It was like Christmas times 10 when you get your first huge Lego set. Like my first one was like my Explorian, flying spaceship. I mean, that was the Cadillac of all ships. I had all the other Explorian. I had the Explorian Android base. I had the Explorian, the fossil locator. Man, I had all of them. So, I'd put them up, and they sat in the shoebox for a long time. And then what ended up happening is that right there. So what ended up happening is that I watched y'all, and y'all blew my mind out. Like my mind went, and I ended up, I took all my sets and broke them down because I needed parts. That's all I could think of was parts. And then we took the first plunge when, after Lego Master Season 1, I watched a Boom Build interview with Flynn and Richard where they were talking about their whole journey for the whole shindig. And I was like, what? So I was super excited. I was glued to the screen because, Flynn and Richard, they were one of my top teams that I really wanted to see win. I mean, no offense to anybody, the other Lego Masters, but I mean, everybody knows. Everybody always has this, but no, they were, man, you understand. Kitty invasion. But no, the clock fade. Even my wife got excited when we watched that because the clock was amazing. I mean, the intricacy and the amount of thought, it was a really, really, what's the word? It was a bold move to use that much Technic and have to roll it across the table because, after seeing what happened where Technic malfunctions and stuff that didn't work out, not even just in Season 1, but in Season 2 so far, and, it makes me it just puts me in awe that y'all went all out. And I can't blame because, with Lego Masters, you have to go all in or all out, nothing. And, so after that, I took the plunge and, my wife and me, we came across a massive Lego bulk collection where a kid was going to college, going off, and they sold us a ridiculous.
Was it like 3 totes full?
Yeah, 3 totes. It was 2 30-gallons and then a 20-gallon. Yeah, they were huge. I mean, they were overflowed. And then there was extra stuff on the side, too. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, I'd never seen so much in my life. And it was like the catch-up that I needed because, when you're in stasis for 16 years, that's a lot of Lego that you missed out on.
I was going to tell you, since we done it to where it's not for kids, nobody can comment.
What do you mean?
When we went to go live and said it to where it's for kids, nobody can comment.
I mean, in the chat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Well, you're all right. Who's in the chat?
I don't know.
How do I figure it out? So we're going to figure this out because this is my first time. So y'all have to forgive me on this. If I blow it up, I'm sorry.
I don't think it'll let you,
I know, but there's got to be a way to
edit. There.
Yeah, but the restrictions are already set. You can't undo them while the stream is still going. Okay, so going onward, and I'm so glad that I was able to actually get so many of my ideas put out in the time that was allotted. No, critter. The critter. All right, amazing. Oh, man. No. Oh. So, stop. So, going back to subject, as we always say.
Okay, people can comment now because we changed it.
Yay! So, I forgot that we had to make it adultly.
which is weird. But
Well, I mean, it makes sense because Tricky Breaks they had to make it where, at first, remember, you weren't allowed to have any kids or anything in any of the video feeds because of policies and whatnot. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you have to, or you end up getting somebody gets mad. I mean, it's always how it goes at the end of the day.
Here you go.
Wait, what?
You gotta come off the end.
Yeah, I gotta come off the end. That's what I was looking at and going, what?
All that needs to be moved.
No, it's gonna hang off.
It needs to be moved. It's just hanging off.
I didn't put the stone down. I don't remember. It's okay. Where's my extra? I'm already missing a piece. I'm not even that far, and I'm already missing pieces. There's another bin, so we're all good.
I wonder how you see. That was me. That was.
Okay. So, we're already up to this point already. So, at some point, I'm going to figure a way to get it. So, I'll get a camera hooked up. So, I'll get down cam. But yeah, you know how it goes, guys. Spitballs and paper clips for starters. That's how it all begins.
That it? That's it?
Yep. Flip. Oh, you're going to put it down on this. See, like this picture right here, it looks turquoise to me, or that jungle dragon color.
Like a moss green.
I know, it's that Yoda green,
Yoda.
or the Yoda Hut. I call it the Yoda Hut colors. People be like, how do you want to decor your house when you get older? I want to decor mine in Yoda colors. They're going to look at me and be like, like, what?
It'd be a weird color scheme. Earthy.
It would. Look like a swamp internally. I was about to say we live in the swamp area, so it wouldn't change. It'd be like an upgrade.
We're lucky we're high enough up that we don't flood often.
Yeah, we're at the highest point in our city. Thank goodness. So, after taking the plunge, though, I got to do my first. So another thing I got to do was that I think it was October. We had the BrickCon 2020, and I actually got to submit my very first piece, and it was this piece called Big Old Mama Jama's. I made it was some crazy long name that I should.
Was the bus?
Yeah, it was the bus. It was that crazy like mid. Okay, so the deal was that they had a Fab Max, so it's kind of like Mad Max, but with Fabuland, post-apocalyptic, wild. It was so much fun. Like, I didn't think I was going to like it. I really didn't think it. It was hard at first, and I was sitting there going like this, going, why did somebody choose Fabuland? I was like, all things that we spun on, so to speak. I was like,
Well, what you did was a good intro.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed it in the end because I actually got to add Squeaky Squad because I thought about it and I was like, well, Fabuland are animals. I was like, Squeaky Squad are animals. I was like, so I'll add them into it. So, nobody can really say much about them. And I added a giant Kima guy with a huge like metal arm, which I still got his arm and everything because I didn't see a point in breaking him down.
You just have it on.
No, I still have him with the arm and everything hooked on
The
him.
way you said this, like just the arm itself.
Oh, I know. It's just hanging around. I think my problem with building is that I don't like to look at the steps, really, or the pieces that it tells you. I just look at the finished picture on the bottom right corner.
And I can't do that. I have to look at the steps or I'd have it all messed up.
Well, I just look at my piece and go, okay, does my piece look like that? And I mean, as long as it's not like a ginormous, like deep, technique, then I gotta go step by step. But if it's just basic stuff like this, no, I just look at it and I can skip a whole bunch of stuff. But a lot of times, though, if you do that, you end up missing stuff. But I can usually look at something and tell when something's not the same. I was that kid growing up that could look at the puzzles and tell you what was different compared to all the other ones.
One of these is not the same.
Yep. My eyes would I think it's because I would literally look at it and kind of give it like the cross-eyed effect, and it would just show up in front of me, and I'd be like, yep, there it is. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. So, after BrickCon, we had we went through like these Christmas challenges and the Halloween challenges, and I had a lot of fun with those ones. And then I kind of cut back because I got promoted at work and then got transferred, and you know how that goes. And I haven't really had a lot of time. So this is actually one of the first times I'm so excited that I'm actually getting to share with y'all what's been going on. Because, I know people probably been going, what's going on with Alexander23? I know I've been kind of like, what's the word, MIA, like hardcore. But I'm back.
I know I was looking at your list of videos the other day, and it's been 6 months since you've uploaded anything.
Yep. We're here for your daughter, Chuck. I hope that they don't go and sue me for copyrights. I've been thinking about that sometimes when I make references to stuff, and I'm like, man, I hope they don't come down on me for that. But if anything, they should thank me for making good humor and making a reference to their movie. You can't say no to Beetlejuice. Which still confuses me. Why is it called Beetlejuice? I better be careful. I said it twice now. But it's spelled Beetle Guys. Or Beetle Guys. It's confused me since I was a kid. That was the first question I asked, and I was like...
Well, English is weird.
I know. I know I'm weird about that. I was just thinking about that one day. I hope I'm maybe not the only one. I don't know. It's probably sounds silly out loud now that I'm thinking about it. Y'all wipe it from your minds. Forget. Look into my eyes. Wow, they really do on this one. Look, they're do all this in one step. Ooh, look at this. It's like a nougat. A nougat. What? On. How many squares? 3? Okay, so it's a 3x3 circle. That is cool. I've never seen a 3x3 circle. Can't say that now, Lego. Lego's always breaking the system. Y'all are going to make it so that I'm going to need 9,000 drawers for my Lego library. I know how Tom Alphin feels. I swear, like I got to see him on Sword Lug one night, and I know that every time that Lego invents a new piece, I know this man because he like does labels like crazy. He's got like a labeling system. I bet money every time he hears about a new piece, he's like, ah! Oh, he just wants to throw Lego up in the air. And somebody will be like, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'll be in my printing room. But yeah. That was Emily, the girl from church back in the day. Glad she finally messaged back. I hadn't heard from her in a long time. Like I said, I'm crazy.
Cobblestone.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm crazy when it comes to.
Look at the box. This is what you're building. Cobblestone.
Cobble and mossy stone. I got a feeling. Okay, so.
Yeah, told you there.
I love the colors in this set.
I do too.
So one thing I really dig about this set so far is their color. It's like I call this like Statue of Liberty green. Like that's what I call it because I think it's where it's like that that when a copper goes green. I can't think of the name of what it is. A tarnish, I think is the word. I know my dad probably out there is like, Daddy's probably sneezing. Or his ears are burning, I don't know. Whatever funny statement you'd like to say. What? That's so dumb.
That's the right one. It just looks like a different color.
Yeah, I had to sit and stare at it for a second. I was telling you, I was sitting there going like, what? Oh, this is the stuff I'm talking about. When you don't know which color to use because those are all regular greens, I think. I don't know. They gave me a lot of those greens, though. See? And they only gave me 2 of the other greens.
What color are the little dots?
See, this is what I got to work with. Oh my God, they gave us 3 colors. Why would they do that? Lego, why are y'all going to do that to a colorblind man?
I think this right here is this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's that one.
Okay. Okay, so let me build the top part first. Let's do that. I'm listening. Put that one there. As long as I have a guiding tool, I know where we're at. So you can take this one, put it there.
I'm pretty sure that's that going green.
Put in mossy green. Yeah, because it
Look
looks.
on the box. Maybe that'll help you some. Well, you don't know where that's going to go yet. Go ahead. Let's look on the box. See if you might can get an idea. Hey, Jingles.
Yes. Because those greens go around here. These greens.
Well, that didn't help any. That is even more confusing. I'm pretty sure it's that color green though. Yeah, you can see it better over here. It's that green. Those two are that one, and then the darker green.
What's the page up again? It's bad.
Yeah.
Got them old man eyes.
See?
Oh,
You can tell it a
okay.
little bit now. So you don't use those yet.
Okay, so I'll be using these.
And then the dark green.
Let me take this one down. Something's not right. Wow. Wow.
What?
Yeah, they doing me like that. They got these in between the studs, not on top of the studs. They have these on top, but they have these in between. That's what was messing with my eyes. And you're sitting there going, really? Really? Really?
Where you at now?
Look.
You sure?
Y'all get sound effects. Think about it. I don't even have to pay like somebody millions of dollars. It's like having that dude from Police Academy just built in. The things that he did. This is always that he made were absurdly hilarious. I don't even know why. Like it drove my grandparents crazy, but I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, probably. You have to say it quietly.
I know.
They can hear you.
I know.
All right. So
We need one more cat up here. We'll have the whole crew up here.
yeah, I know. At some point, we'll have to flip the camera around so y'all can see the
Introduce
armada of cat, the Squeaky Squad, the creation.
The real life squeak squad.
Okay, so now I can talk about that now. Actually, while I'm building this monstrosity. So that's done. That's done. Bloop. So me and Brick and Easter were having a chat one night, and I was doing the underwater build for Triggy Bricks, and it was the night before the morning of turn-in date, like the due date. So to speak, it was Wednesday going on Thursday morning, and I think it was 4 something in the morning. I was able to build the entire build in less than 45 minutes. And it was an amazing little build, like an amazing little vignette. And that was where the insane idea of Squeaky Squad was. where this little hamster named Hamilton the hamster, he had this little Explorian space helmet that I used for my character, my sig fig, and he had it on his helmet, on his head, because he was underwater, and he was on this little bicycle riding on a wheel, on a spinny wheel that you get from the Lego Friend set, but I turned it into something way wilder and changed the colors up, and it was neat. Like, it was a variation. Still, it had some of the basic mechanics, but I changed out all the basic guts because there wasn't enough space, so I had to simplify it down. And so it was hilarious. People loved it. I had people breaking down, crying, laughing on the live, and someone on live. Okay.
It's me.
So we ended up, on that day, Squeaky Squad was invented. And it's funny because me and Brickanista had sat there and just joked up about, a bunch of furry animals that, pretty much run around and save other animals, and they kind of like adopt them into their own little group. Because, like, you understand, all our cats, Maisie, Jingles, Raven, and Leela, and Zeus were all rescues. Every one of our animals are rescues. So, animals are kind of like always been a big thing because, I never got to have animals growing up except like cats.
Zeus is his first dog.
Yeah, Zeus is my first dog.
Speaking of Zeus.
Come on. Oh. He must have hit his head. Oh. There he goes. But no, Zeus has been a good boy though. We got him like a year and a half ago now.
Last April.
Yeah. So it's been a little while. But Zeus is a good boy. Yes. Yeah. Don't have any treats for you. No treats. He's like, well, you're no fun. But I know it's kind of hilarious though, because the fact that when Tricky Bricks plays their Logan Cookie Time on Twitch or anything, he hears it, he'll come in there because he thinks that he deserves a treat. Like, because he sees Logan and he's like, you should see, I don't know, you've never seen him watch Logan on TV. He freaks out. Like, Zeus is like, there's another dog in the house. How did it get in here? And he gets so sad when Logan goes away because he's like, and then he goes on and does his thing, gets on the couch, and goes to sleep and pouts. Yeah, we got, but you got to sit down, okay? Yeah. But so. So, lost in train of thought now, so to speak. Mid-rant, where am I at now? Trigger Bricks.
We're talking about Squeaky Squad.
Oh, Squeaky Squad. So, here we go. So, Squeaky Squad was invented. I really have enjoyed Squeaky Squad. Oh, so there's Hamilton the hamster. Then there's his evil sister, Gina the guinea pig, where it kind of sounds like, I thought about it after I created the story in my head, that it sounds like a twisted form of like the Powerpuff Girls, because like Gina the guinea pig is like Mojo Jojo, where she was actually like the first experiment of the master, and whoever created, all of Squeaky Squad, because we don't really know who created them. And, once they, like, when the explosion happened, they were created. Well, apparently Gina knows who he or she or it looks like. So, but they never really say, or we never really figured out yet. So I was kind of going from there. So I built her like this mech, and I was going to, do like a full out deal, but I didn't have all the parts. Because, there's a lot of AFOLs back then. I didn't have the parts. But now, wow. How about I hand it to you and let you work on it? Give me a second. I'll move these pieces over here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That must be a signature piece.
Probably. There's the bone spot where the bone sits for the dog.
Is it?
I'm just going to put the manual up, and you can put the thing down here. I'm just going to put the manual up, and you can put the thing down here. Because then you.
Hold on.
I got you. You can sit right here. Because you're not going to use the mouse. Here you go. You don't need any more big bucks except one. Wait, what?
That's what I was trying to get it under.
Oh, it goes on top.
Oh.
Get out.
Does it go up under or on top?
No, it goes on top. Because look, it fits perfectly around the edging. See right there? It makes a raised plate. Okay. Let me grab it. I'm going to push it and get it good. Okay, now that we know what we're doing, I didn't know that they were taking a plate and putting it. Bless you. I didn't know we were taking and making a raised plate. That's so cool. This kind of makes me think of Winnie the Pooh, like the color, maybe. I don't know.
I was getting the pieces out that way I can just pop them in.
I'm just going to take this plate and set it over here, okay?
What does that one code? It's coming later.
What, the little gray pieces?
No, the other big base plate.
Yeah, it probably comes later because they usually give them to you in a bag together, and you use them later to do something with
You could hit the bone in that spot.
Might be for the roof.
The roof?
Yeah, for the house. That's what I'm saying. That's what the top probably is for, or one of the other floors. Because I think there's a first and second floor. I may be wrong, but I think there is. But yeah.
One of those. And two. Of the wallflowers. Wait.
Setting pieces out for you.
What pieces?
I'm getting all the pieces out so that because you're about to work out the little dark gray spots and everything. I was just getting all the pieces together. So
You gotta put that up there. You're gonna mess me up.
How am I gonna mess you up? Okay. That was Zeus. If y'all actually did hear that. No, my luck, this thing can probably hear like hummingbirds fart in Florida. Now, I'm going to tell y'all now that we actually set on an adult channel, I may make really bad, like terrible jokes, and I can't help myself. I just learned them from the worst of the best, so to speak. So I can't really think of any. Yeah, I hate that. Like when you want to think of one to say, you can't do it. But then when you just effortlessly just throw one out there.
It usually happens like that. When you want to know it.
When you're trying to force something out and it don't happen, it's like.
Yep. When you want to know it, you can't think of it.
Yeah.
There you go in there. Here.
So going back to subject, I guess since my wife is building right now and I'm free of hands right now, I can actually sit and talk. Where was I at? Beginning of this year. Okay, so beginning of this year, and I had to think about that one because I know I talked about Christmas and the challenges. So for Christmas, I did like a giant space carousel, which I thought was really cool. I'd never built one before. It did have animals. I had like a Black Panther, and it had all kinds of wild mess. Me and my brother-in-law, he helped me build a good bit of it too. So like, I always enjoy getting to build stuff with other people because I feel like it's a very connecting, deal. It's something you don't really get to do a lot with, but especially when, you're like me and when you get to build sets, you usually always build them by yourself. And it's kind of saddening when you do it after so long by yourself. And that's why it's, one of my friends, Lego AFOL friends, Aubrey Kovach, I know she and her husband, they're like really big into like building together because they actually built in the Jago City Gardens, I think in like 7 or 9 hours. That blows my mind. Like still to this day, like she must have been like
I think that's right.
I swear that like her Lego building her speed must have been the song. Like she must have used the RPM, the beats per minute of Paint It Black. I swear, because like.
You have the space?
Yes.
Oh, they're right there.
Yep. You just tell me what you need and I'll get it for you. I laid most of it out so you can get to it easy. I got you. Where's that?
Right there.
Sorry, it was gray. Gray on a gray floor.
Oh,
you need one of these. And you need one of these.
this goes. I guess that's right.
Yeah, because it's one space away from and it's right parallel with the bottom end of this little L basic, is what I call them. And that's what this is for, to put there. So I'm wondering how many people out there are going to be going after the Marvel CMF packs. I think it's a little pricey. I think Marvel's just kind of milking the others on the CMF packs a little bit. Okay, well, they're doing it a lot. Because $6 a pack is kind of pushing it. I mean, I don't know. There are some really neat figures. I didn't notice that one of them, I think, is like an alternate parallel universe of where Gamora is like the equivalent of Thanos. I guess she like kills Thanos and becomes like the equivalent of him, which would be scary in itself. Because I noticed she has like the weapon exactly like Thanos. So that's why I'm like, yeah, y'all have fun with that. I don't know though. Getting that Throg is gonna be hilarious. White Vision, White Vision and Wanda are like my two. I really didn't appreciate the story of Vision and Wanda. But you know something though? Even you can ask my wife here. Before I ever got to see WandaVision, I already really liked Vision a lot. Like he was one of my favorite characters. Like I don't really like Marvel a whole lot, but Vision was like my man slash, synthetic organism, I guess, or whatever he was. I guess whatever you define him as. But I thought he was so amazing, and I felt like his character was robbed of so much. And I'm so glad they delved into this because everything that I thought of, they did it, and I'm so glad they did because, like, I sat there a lot of days and was like, man, I wish they'd do something about Loki. And Loki was a character I felt like they really crapped on. Like, in the movies and everything, they just they just threw a towel on him or like, go clean yourself up. But at the same time, I think he's always been like the universe's like whipping boy. He's just been used to getting his butt handed to him by everybody. Man. But
this is what happens when you get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I know. And try to do a live stream. My first live stream. Our first live stream.
Mm-hmm.
All I think of when I smile like that is, oh my gosh, what is the movie? Your Highness.
Oh my God.
No, Courtney, not the triangle face. No, that face frightens me. Oh man, these movies were so stupid. No,
they still are.
Okay, I know. Like. I think, I don't know, they're just,
Yeah, Butterfingers.
I don't know why, but, excuse me, I don't know why, but I almost said bless you right then when you said something about I have Butterfingers. I don't know why that would have helped the situation, but I almost said bless you. I was just like,
yeah, my Butterfingers need to be blessed, but I don't think there's any of them.
I kind of want some Butterfingers.
Is this supposed to have another bag?
No. You still have parts. They're already.
Oh.
Remember, it's not bricks. They're always.
These right here were like full.
Yeah, they're still all up here. That's why I put them together in little clumps.
Can't be coughing like that.
I know, right? They'll probably think I got
the cooties.
Yeah, the cooties. The Cootimus Maximus. Just so y'all know, I do not have the cooties. I take that very seriously. See, she's laughing. I know. I have to use another word because like I'm so tired of saying the other word. Like if I hear it one more time, you have to understand, y'all. I work retail, so I have to say that word like literally. I have to question every person, a vendor or whatnot, that comes to my store and ask them 5 times that word. 5 times.
What word? We don't know.
Starts with a C and ends with a 9.
I know what it we.
I know. I just don't want to say it again. I'm really trying to keep that word out. But no. I do take the COVID very seriously though, because right now my area that I live in is in a red zone, and because people don't know how to stay home and stop going out to barbecues with like 50 people out in the yard with 20 cars. Well, you can't really stop that. It's kind of impossible, no matter how. And half of them are going to say that they've been vaccinated, and they haven't even been to a physician probably in the last since birth. Because honestly, I was shocked about when I found out through people about how many people have never been to a hospital in their whole life. And I'm like, really? You've never? No. Must be nice. I mean, I used to always go to get physicals and checkups and stuff just because, it's always healthy just to make sure that you're doing okay.
I have messed something up.
What did you do? These people are probably.
Oh, no, I forgot to add the gray piece right here.
That's the great thing about Lego is that you can always, change it and set it and do whatever. So it's going. You know how it goes. It's just steadily up and go.
The foundation is usually the most tedious of
But-
them all.
I will agree with.
Hand hitches.
I will agree with Flynn though that he was talking about when him and Richard were starting to build the Ninjago City Gardens that we got them. That they loved doing the foundation because it's so exciting because it's like a story unfolding. That's what I love about this building is that as you're building it, you're getting to see a story unfold. You're getting to see little pieces and characteristics of things that you normally don't get to see because once it's finished, a lot of it's covered up. That's one thing I will say about Treehouse. Treehouse was an amazing set, but there were a lot of key features that I thought that were kind of hidden too well, and it kind of lacklustered it a little bit. I think it'd be really cool though if you could make the roof where it would actually be translucent on the treehouse,
cool.
like certain spots where it would have
Like a lookout spot.
Yeah, like sunroofs and whatnot. I think that would be actually cool. I still want to add my Ewoks and do like an Ewok invasion deal with the setup of, with the Lego Friends on the side hooked into it with the vet clinic and everything. Because, I make the joke and go, you always see these little baby clinics and stuff, but they usually only can probably treat like hamsters, cats, squirrels. Where do you go to get treated for like snakes and like the really wild stuff or raptors or Ewoks? I guess.
The Ewok, they had the main, I can't remember his name right now.
Is it Frogan or something like that?
Well, the elders, they usually like come up with their own remedies to stuff, I do believe.
But yeah, they did. There's always some magical berries or some roots and stuff mixed together, made like jamba juice or something crazy. I don't even know what it would be. I got you. That's a good thing about having orangutan arms. All I think of is when I say that is from Any Which Way But Loose. Left turn, Clyde. Boom! That orangutan was crazy. I want y'all to know that was the movie that when I was growing up, I actually wanted to have an orangutan. Because I know y'all probably like, why would this man want an orangutan?
Because he's crazy.
I'm not just crazy. For starters, he'd be your bodyguard. Because they say that like orangutans, if they actually do connect with the person that owns them, that they really are very extremely defensive. And if anybody or anything tries to mess with them, they will tear them up. And remember, they have destructive capabilities of tearing a car apart. Because I know in the movie, you see him scrapping the car. That was real life. He weren't even playing. That's the terrible part. He was just being easy with it. But anywho, good Clint Eastwood movie if you haven't seen it. What's up?
It was a mosquito or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. Mosquitoes are getting big right now. They're about the size of 747s. I'm surprised they aren't picking up babies or anything right now, flying off. Surprised you don't hear it. Just going. You don't got to worry about dingoes stealing people's babies around here. You got to worry about them mosquitoes. I'm serious. Like, it'd be like them Jumanji skeeters where they'll be like, ta, 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 on your glass and you're sitting there going.
That's a cool lumberjack. Not lumberjack. Blacksmith.
I like the Blacksmith. I know.
Is that what he would be called?
He's a blacksmith. Because a blacksmith is a person that takes any kind of form of metal and smelts it into another.
Smell?
Yeah, you smell. It's where you take. It's where you're. No,
Smells it?
You're funny. You smelt it, you dealt it. But no, enough poop jokes. But
And we're talking about,
oh,
we're just talking about it in general.
But no, smelting is when you take. Put it really simply, when you take raw ore and you smelt all the impurities, where you get it hot enough that you're literally melting. You get it so that they would take it and skim it off. Like, it sounds weird, but a lot of times those metals would either seep to the bottom or they would go to the very top because they would be a certain kind of material, and they would just take the thing and just pull it off. I guess they would. I mean,
Does that look right to you? If I can pick it up.
yeah. Yeah, looks good.
And this goes somewhere over here. Which direction does it go? That way? Yeah. I think it's that way.
Yep. Pretty sure. Oh, man. So.
Right, the first bag is done.
What?
That's
What are these two pieces for?
extra. This is what it
We
looks like
never
so far.
used any though. It's bad, y'all, when you got. I mean, I know the other pieces, but we got two grays. I know one of them's gonna be an extra, but one of them was used for something. And I'm just trying to look at it and just see maybe where did we miss something. I mean, I doubt it's something catastrophically huge. Can I see it? Can I see it?
And then you got these extras too. Here. Wait. Okay.
Those are just basic roundies plates. Squaresy.
Right there. Is he weeding?
So this piece goes right here.
What's that?
What the fuck else would explain somebody weed eating it? Nice. That's in the front. That's weird. We're still on video. Yeah, there's somebody randomly apparently decided to turn on their weed eater at 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, that's not normal. I guess. Okay, so we found that piece. So the other one's a spare, so I'm good with that. Because if you have two doubles of something, that means something wasn't done right. Unless you had a bunch of that piece.
You can finish it.
Oh, I think I got my fair share now.
No. You open back two.
Oh.
I finished like bag 1 free.
Oh, you get light up bricks inside the forge? That's cool. You get 2 of them? That's not sick. I'm sorry, I'm cheating. I shouldn't be looking that far ahead.
It's like reading at the end of the book to
I
find
know.
out what happens. You're going to hurt your own feelings.
Well, I really